And welcome back. Well, a lot of people turn to a therapist to improve their relationships, whether it's at home, work, or both. But our next guest says a comedy stage can help a lot too. And she's also a therapist.
Yeah, joining us now is psychologist and professional speaker, Dr. Nicole Eull. She's got 3 tools of improv that you can actually use tonight to make the people around you look and feel better. It's awesome to see you.
Great
Love
to be
it.
here. Thank you.
And I think it's worth noting that usually you're doing keynotes and workshops for corporations, but this is certainly something that we can all use, take home, and use with the people we love, the people we have personal relationships with.
Yeah, 100%. It's all about just one-on-one communication.
I love it. Okay, so when people think of improv in particular, they think of comedy clubs, they think of different places where they go with the quick wit,
Right.
and the people are always laughing, but that is something that you say can translate into our everyday relationships.
Absolutely. So as a psychologist, and when I work, whether that's individually with a patient or with a corporation or teams, what I've discovered is it's really about how we treat each other, and that not only makes you feel better, but obviously the people around you. And I love a good tool. So I found out about a program that was training and certifying people to facilitate improv workshops. And I thought, yes, I'm absolutely doing this. So about 8 years ago, I was trained to do this. And since then, I've been using improv to, instead of tell people how to communicate effectively, I show them. So we follow rules in improv, and the rules are things like opportunities over mistakes. Or my favorite one is we make each other look good. And the other one is we celebrate failure. So all these are ways of being in the world and interacting with each other in a way that lifts people up.
Well, we all want to be validated and we all want to be heard. And one of your tools is the yes and method. Because I think that sometimes when we're talking so that we're convincing the other person that we're right.
Yeah.
And then the other person does not co-sign on
That's
that.
exactly
So
right.
then we're mad.
Yeah. So yes and is a cornerstone of improv. So just as a quick demonstration, if I ask you, where's your favorite place to go on vacation? What would you say?
South of France.
Oh, yes, and I hear in the spring it's beautiful with the lavender blooming. You know, and you're smiling and excited.
Yeah.
Now, where's your favorite place to go on vacation?
That's
Or
a
one of
great
them?
question. One of them would be Spain.
Spain. And I'll say, yes, but I hear they don't really like tourists there. Now, do you notice right away your
Exactly.
face
I'm like,
sink and you're like,
"Oh."
well, that's no fun to talk about, right? So yes, and gives a conversation wings. So it's a really easy, what I call a moment of mastery that you can engage in that will bloom a conversation and keep it going rather than squashing it or being competitive. Like
Yeah,
you're
and
talking
saying no and negativity is an automatic shutdown. I think it's a quick way to shut somebody down, and you just prove that point. Your second tool sounds like a great philosophy too, and this is about giving gifts. So what does that mean in a relationship?
Yeah, so giving gifts is the tool that goes with the rule we make each other look good.
Okay.
And so giving gifts is what are those little things we can do to make other people look good? Can we tell them they have something between their teeth? Can we be the one who praises people or says, wow, that's so amazing what you did, or I love how you're always there for your friends, or I really appreciate that you always have dinner on the table on time for me, you know, and our family. So anything you can do to actively highlight how people are good and what they do is good and that you appreciate them.
Their contributions.
Yeah.
And then
I like
they're
that.
seeing that you're doing that, and hopefully then they'll reciprocate that, and then it'll be an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next one you have is the failure to bow. Celebrating our mistakes.
Yeah, so it's actually failure bows. So failure bows are the tool that go with the rule we make each other look good. And so real quick, let's do one. We're gonna stand up and on the count of 3, we're gonna say I failed, and then we're gonna take a bow. So 1, 2, 3. I failed. We'll take a bow, and then we clap for each other. Like, good job,
way to
you.
make a mistake.
So we made a mistake, and we celebrated that mistake. And look at how your faces look. You said I failed, and yet here you are smiling. So I like this one particularly with children, like the children and adolescents that you engage with, is that we need to start celebrating failure and modeling how to do that, because if we're not failing, we're not growing, right? And so a lot of kids are afraid to try new things because they're going to fail. Or as parents, we want to discipline kids or tell them what they could do differently, rather than celebrating the effort or the approximation of the end goal.
Congratulating them for even trying.
Exactly.
Yes, and you learn so much more from those failures than we do the successes. So we're almost out of time, but really quickly, I feel like these are such great practical shifts. They're easy. They're all something that we can do right away. Where where can our viewers go to bring that yes and spirit, that mastery into their own organization, at work, their relationship?
Yeah, so you can look at docnicole.com is where most of my information is. And if you just want to follow me for quick tips on leadership and communication, I'm on LinkedIn and Instagram and post pretty regularly some practical tips. And because we give gifts in improv, I have yes and stickers for both of you to remind you to have that yes and
I
spirit.
love that. I'm going to practice this.
It's really about communication, being positive, and thinking of the other person.
Yeah.
I love that.
Totally is.
Yes.
Thank you for your time. We really
Thank you.
appreciate it. So to bring Dr. Nicole's moments of mastery to your next corporate event or team building day, here's her website. It's docnicole.com. She does keynotes and interactive workshops too. You can also follow her on LinkedIn or Instagram to download free resources on leadership as well as communication.